Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm here to do a bonus read for you. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of energy before we get into the new week. And I am here to do this energy read. It is a bonus read, and I am reading for the current energy or the future energy. If you've been to a bonus reading before with me, you'll know that I have no interest in poking into the past. If it does show up, I will acknowledge it, but we are not going to go digging into the past. Let's find out what is coming up for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about my bull gang. Just wanted to say thank you. That's why I show up here a few times a week and give you bonus reads, because you are the ones who bring the most, and I appreciate you. You're very loyal, and I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for dropping in. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, buckle in. It's a good tribe. It's a good place here at Ten of Cups Tarot. All right, here we go. Tell me about Taurus. What do we need to know? What do we need to know about Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. We've got the Tower. Why is that? Why is a Tower showing up for Taurus, please? The Magician. Oh, you've manifested this Tower. The thing is that, to say that you manifest a Tower, when we manifest, we're always manifesting a Tower, y'all. Always. Because things must change, right? In order for us to get what we want, and it's not really in our lives at this time, things must change for us to get what we want. And so we're always manifesting Towers. In fact, by default, when we manifest, Towers are going to show up because things must change then, right? And that's what you're telling the universe. I require change. Tell me more about this. Look, I feel like you're well equipped to go through a Tower, Taurus. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's hairy. We'll keep moving here. We've got the Seven of Cups. It is going to be confusing, though. I feel like it's going to be emotionally confusing. It's going to be an emotional Tower. But look, I feel like you're equipped. I feel like you're equipped to go through whatever you need to go through. You've got all of your, you're capable. You've got all your resources in line. I feel like whatever this is, you are equipped to face it. It is going to be confusing and overwhelming, I'm going to say, and possibly the Tower could be showing up because there is some sort of a smoke screen that you need to get rid of in order to make a decision, because confusion, emotional confusion is here. Tell me more. Tell me more for Taurus, please. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Five of Cups. Taurus, this Tower is making room for something that's new. Something that's new here, Taurus. Now, we've got the Six of Cups. It's something that you're familiar with or someone. The Six of Cups is, of course, nostalgia, but it can also bring people back into your life from way back when. And when I'm talking about that, I feel like you're really confused about why this person is showing up now. But I tell you, with the Page of Pentacles, it doesn't feel like it's a romantic interest. You're like, why in this time of my life is this showing up now? That's not what I manifested. Like, I feel like you don't think that you manifested it, but what I think you have manifested is change. And I think that whoever is about to show up is going to create change. For some of you, it could be a child, right? We have children here. It could be a child who's really young, or someone who's sort of getting into their teen years. But it does feel like there is change is showing up here. And I don't think it's for any one thing, understand? I feel like you're just telling the universe, look, I need something to change here. And you're really confused as to why the Six of Cups is what the change is. You might bump into somebody, right? The Page of Coins is, to me, it's a face-to-face meeting. So you might bump into somebody that you haven't seen in forever. Maybe you're walking in the mall, maybe you're out with friends, and you haven't seen them in forever. But I feel like it's a new opportunity here. And just because the opportunity is new, it doesn't mean that the person is, right? So we do have the Moon energy here. Yeah, I feel like it's almost this energy of this is about to show up and you are not aware that it's about to show up because things are not as they seem. Let's talk about this Magician first, and then we'll get at this Six of Cups and see what that is. Tell me about this Magician, please. The Magician in the Tower. By now, I'm going to say, we're in November, Taurus. You must be an expert on the Tower. I'm just saying. You have all the tools that you need to to let the tower fall, to be able to put things back together again. I feel like you hold some sort of magic or alchemy. I'm going to say that, Taurus, I feel like you're a person who is an expert at taking the shit show and turning it, like re-upping it and turning it into something beautiful. And it almost feels like that. It feels like, don't worry about it, because you're way more better equipped now than you ever were. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Two of Coins. And we have the 10 of Coins. So you're manifesting abundance. You're manifesting choices in abundance. And so I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is the energy of, look, I want what I want. I'm independent. I've built myself up to here. I'm the queen sitting on the throne, whether you're feminine or masculine. I've been through enough, right? The Queen of Wands is the one who is forged through fire, right? Which means they've been through a lot of really hard stuff in the past. And that's why you're the expert on the tower. That's why you're the expert on how to put things back together once it all falls apart. And that you've realized by now, Taurus, that the only reason that things fall apart is so they can fall back together again in a very different way. Tell me about this tower, please. It's like this tower is bringing in some sort of an opportunity that maybe you don't think you're ready for, but I think that the universe is saying, fine, you want the big one? Here it is. 10 of Coins. It's a new job. It's the abundant thing. Money, inheritance, long-term relationship, long-term wealth, health, goodness. Tell me about the tower. We've got the Two of Swords. So the tower shows up because you were sort of blocked in some situation. You didn't see something for what it was, and you were comfortable in this. There was a comfort zone here. This is Libra energy. You were balanced while you were blocked. You were like, I'm not going to talk to people. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to pretend I don't see what's going on. And you were comfortable there. Tell me about the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so it does feel like here that the tower is showing up because I feel somebody was mentally stuck on someone from the past. And I feel like you were stuck good. Like, I feel like you were really stuck there. You know, it feels like with you had the comfort zone for you was I just don't mind, you know, it feels like you were thinking about somebody, thinking about a situation or a time or being in love. It's like you were stuck to the situation. I feel, Taurus, this shift that we're getting with the tower, the shift is you've decided, I'm not thinking about it anymore. You finally released it. You may have released it under the full moon and you're not feeling it till now. I don't know about you, but for me, it's always residual energy. When the Aries moon came up, it was really hard. It was hard energy to get up and sort of move and do my things every day. But then about 4 days later, that's when all the tears came. Like I was releasing things. So I feel like here this tower is showing up because I feel like you have finally released a place that you were stuck in your mind about someone or something that had to do with the Two of Cups. It could have had to do with a Cancer. It could have had to do with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like the shift finally comes here and you're well equipped to deal with it because you already are the Queen of Wands. You've already dealt with a whole pile of shit shows in the past. You've had a lot of towers this year. Even in the last few months, you've had a lot of towers. And so you make the decision to just stand firm, I'll just use my tools. I know it's confusing. It feels like it's something that's really not going to be that hard to get around here. For you to come through this tower is not going to be very hard. Tell me why the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups is here, please. This might be somebody that shows up like, it almost feels like with the Seven of Cups, it could be like across the world. It could be like somebody that you used to communicate with online is now showing up in your space. Like you bump into this person and you thought they still were in Australia or they lived in wherever, right? Bangladesh or wherever. You thought that they lived across the world, somewhere, and all of a sudden, and maybe you live in Bangladesh and they're from the US. Like I feel like this person, whoever it is, the Six of Cups is with, is somebody who you've not talked to in forever. Forever. We do have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we do have the King of Cups. So this person is not expressing to you that they actually, the reason that you're seeing from them, hearing from them, whether it's a text or they show up in front of you, no matter how they connect with you, what they're not telling you, with the Four of Pentacles is that the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. This person's not telling you that their marriage is over, or that they're no longer with their partner, or that I'm no longer in the family situation, or I'm not speaking with my family. And it doesn't have to be, their spouse and children. It could be their mom, dad, sister, brother. It feels like somebody here is keeping something under the surface. They're keeping very stoic about it, because it feels like somebody here that if they said something, all of the emotions would come pouring out the top, and the King of Cups would never allow that. So this person could be masculine or feminine. They're Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, likely. Pisces and Cancer is here. They could be in Aries, I suppose. We do have Virgo and Capricorn energy here, as well as Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio. We have Aries, Gemini. Tell me more about this, please. So this person is going to say, look, I wasn't happy. That's why I left. This person is going to be very honest and truthful with you. They were lying. I had to make a decision. So for some of you, this is going to be a friend. This is somebody that you have not had contact with for a while, because they might have been someone that you had to communicate with online because they live so far away. This person could be showing up in your space because the Page of Pentacles is here. And to me, this is an opportunity to meet someone face to face, but you don't know that they're showing up. This person, I feel, has been through some things, and they're not going to tell you about it. They're going to keep it to themselves. The miserly energy is here, and the King of Cups is here. So we're keeping everything under the surface. But this person is showing up because something in their life has changed and put them on a different trajectory in life. So it feels like somebody here is telling you, keeping it under the surface, but I feel like what you will end up knowing through some sort of clarity as you two become more acquainted, I'm going to say, is that this person was stuck in a place where they didn't think that they were going to be able to get out of it. Like it feels like with the Eight of Swords, they were stuck in a mental place, and they finally had to make a decision to move forward. So I feel like that they're not going to meet you and blah, throw it all at you. But I feel like as you get to speak to each other, talk about old times, reminisce, this is somebody that I feel is more like a friend energy for you, a really good friend, maybe a school buddy that you went to school with, maybe a college friend or a high school friend. It feels like that sort of energy. We're very friendly. But this person, what they're not telling you is that their life has just taken a drastic change because they made a decision to get out of a relationship where they were being lied to, emotionally lied to. It feels like somebody was being very deceptive with them. Tell me about this Page of Coins, please. We've got the World card. Yeah, this person has closed a chapter, and it's closed for good. And so they're looking at getting reintegrated back into their friendship circle. That's what it feels like. We all have those friends where they go off into a relationship and you never hear from them again because they're codependent with the person that they're with. And then all of a sudden, everything busts in half, and all of a sudden they're back in your life again. It feels like that kind of energy to me. It feels like somebody here is showing up and is going to, they're either going to ask for a face-to-face meeting with you, or you're going to bump into them somewhere. I feel like it's going to be very apparent that something is over, that something has left the building. And I think this is kind of a shock to you. I don't think you're expecting it. That might be the shock of the Tower. It might be you thought that this person was going to be with that other person forever. You didn't think you'd ever see them again. But they show up, and I feel like you're not expecting them to show up. This person showing up as the Wounded Warrior. There's a strength energy in the Queen of Pentacles. So they're coming to you, I feel, because you're the strong friend. It feels like this person is wounded. They're exhausted. It feels like they've tried to be resilient, but I want to say that with the Strength card here, that they don't want to burden you with their thing. Whatever's been going on for them, they don't want to burden it. I feel like they actually are trying to sort of resurrect maybe some feelings they may have had with you or about you, but this feels like somebody who's like, maybe they've been married for 10 years, or you know what I mean? Like it's something you're totally not expecting. not expecting it at all. Tell me about the moon energy, please. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person is going to communicate with you. I feel like you two are a really good match. The King and the Queen of Cups are here. It feels like you two know each other really well, or you mirror each other really well. It feels like this person is going to be honest about feelings, about how they're feeling about the situation. It may come through as a text first before you end up meeting them face to face. Some of you could bump into them, but I feel like that they will be honest with you. They will be telling you through some sort of communication. It feels like they won't tell you right away, but it feels like they will be telling you that they have left some sort of situation wherever they were, whether it was a situationship, a marriage, living together. It feels like they've broken that off. Tell me why they're telling this to Taurus, please. Got the Chariot, Three of Wands, and we've got the Temperance card. Why are they telling you? Because they want victory with you. It feels like they have been patient, but thinking about you. Maybe as they've been going through their trials, I feel like you're a person that showed them kindness and comfort and patience. I feel like they know that if they come to you, that you will give them that. You will give them the kindness, the comfort, and the patience. I feel like Temperance is here because you're the one that they would come to for healing. And the Three of Wands is here. That's what they're looking for. I feel like they're hoping that what's going to arrive is Temperance when they see you. So it does feel like somebody here is moving. With the Chariot here. They're moving. They're probably moving back to your town, back to your city, back to your area. And they're probably going to tell you that. Can we meet so I can tell you sort of, they want to tell you why they're back. It does feel like for some of you that it could be that you've had a connection. Maybe you dated this person in college and found out that they weren't for you and just carried on with your life, right? It feels like that. It feels like I've always sort of had a thing for Taurus, but I never really said so. And it doesn't feel like a full-blown I'm in love with you kind of thing. But it does feel like that you're sort of standing on business. I want to say that you're standing on business and you're holding back because remember that? Remember this Tower that showed up, that you were letting go of something? But look, that's the way it goes. It's like when your future can't arrive if you can't let go of the past. And it's like as soon as you close that door and release it, boom, something shows up in the future. Whether it's a love interest or whether it's just a best friend who needs support of their best friend. But somebody is moving back to where you are from across the world, from where across the country. It's like they're not only there to visit. You think they're there to visit. They're not only there to visit. They're going to say, look, I'm moving here. I'm moving here. That's why it's coming up. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to get a visit from an old college friend or somebody who maybe that you had a fling with in college or something like that. But it doesn't feel like this person is here to pursue you for love. Although there is a really good mirrored connection here. This person doesn't feel comfortable with sharing everything right away, but I feel like eventually they're going to let you know what's been going on. And I feel like they're just going to be super honest about it. And, yeah, something has really ended for them. So maybe this ends up being, them trying to pursue you for something, but it doesn't really feel that way. It feels like it's a loving friend who knows that they can come to you because it's like the place that they go that is their comfort zone when something really terrible goes on. And you're not even thinking about romance because of this, right? The Tower showing up here. I feel like you're really equipped to help this person. But I also feel like you're equipped to get into some sort of relationship. But that being said, please let time for healing, right? Too many people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship and wonder why it doesn't work. And I feel like it's time for you to practice being the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Coins. Go really slow. Make your decisions, but remember, don't ever forget that you've been in the position of the Queen of Wands, who is the person who's been hurt. Everything that came to kill them only made them stronger. You've been hurt over and over and over again. But I feel like that's why this person comes to you, because you're familiar with this kind of hurt. In fact, you're an expert. You just let something go, right? Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Taurus. What do we got here? We got the Two of Wands. So preparing to make a decision. Oh, about embarking on something new. Very interesting. Nine of Cups. Ace and 1 is 10. Wow. So maybe it does end up in something that's a little more meaningful than just a friendship. But I mean, it depends on you. What's your perception? Tell me what's going on here. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm just giving you the details. I'm going to go for now, Taurus, but I'll be back. I'm always back, you guys. I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.